Yo, my name is Julian Mullick and welcome back to the Console Gaming channel. That's right, we're button mashers, thumbstick thrashers, and here to have a good time playing video games. What you see right here is an Xbox Series S connected to an xScreen by Upspec Gaming. This piece of tech, this display is, well, very unique. It's nothing special with the exception of it being designed specifically to look like it is an attachment made for the Series S with these little hooks that go into the side of it, as well as the same perforations on the outside, and the color is somewhat close, although mine is starting to discolor, and you can see a little of a yellow tint to it. Now, that's just any white accessory. It's gonna discolor. That being said, this is 100% third party. Microsoft has nothing to do with this display, and well, that's fine. This display is awesome. It's super rad and compact, and well, a lot of bang. Not necessarily for the buck. It is $250, though I think it's gonna be on sale. And if you were to pick up a Series S with this display right now, that's $500. With the Series S being on sale for $250 for Black Friday and this being $250, that combined is the same price as a Series X. When it comes to using an external display, there are multiple options, especially when you're coming to the Series S. You have a gaming monitor that has a high refresh rate, as well as high resolution monitors that have a medium refresh rate, or if you're willing to spend the thousands of dollars, you can have a high refresh rate, high resolution monitor. And then there's the TV option, but we're gonna stay away from the TV because this cannot compete with a TV. I think what this is competing with more likely is the idea of portable gaming, with the exception of this. It has to be plugged into the wall. Now, the way that this is powered is by your Series S. And while I'm a little nervous when it comes to that, because I have fried a Series S powering a 4K 14-inch, maybe it was a 13-inch monitor, I'm not too concerned with this. 1080p, 60 hertz, 11.7 inches, it's nothing special. It is honestly very, very average. What makes it special is the fact that, well, it turns your Series S into a portable gaming solution. This right here, I would argue, can compete with the likes of a gaming laptop. Again, with the exception of it having to always be plugged into a wall, and I'm gonna completely disregard the option of getting a portable battery bank that has an outlet, because that's just ridiculous. That also ends up becoming more and more expensive, but the fact that this needs to be plugged into the wall does make it not 100% portable. But I would argue, in order for you to truly take advantage of all the performance options you have on a gaming laptop, you would actually have to plug that into a wall. And all the different thermal management things that you have to do inside of a gaming laptop, this just does better. Why? Well, it's a Series S, and about half of the top is vents. That right there is great. Ooh, that's loud. Let's turn that down. Now, I will say this, the audio on this isn't the best. It's tiny little itty bitty speakers that point up, so you're dealing with that. But I'm not gonna dock it for that because, well, it has audio and my gaming monitor doesn't even have audio. I will say that playing video games in this form factor, I'm more likely to plug some headphones into my controller and play video games that way. And what this opens up is a world of possibility when it comes to LAN parties. My buddy lives a couple cities over. If I want to go and play video games with him, I can go over to his house and we can use his TV and split screen, which doesn't seem to be supported that much anymore. Thanks a lot, Borderlands. You guys really came in clutch, especially with Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Great split screen. And honestly, the Nintendo Switch does try to be the multiplayer gaming console, but we all know that Nintendo is Nintendo. And so performance isn't really there. Their online service is really not there. And their games are pretty much first party Mario, Zelda. Nothing wrong with it, but that's just not for everybody. So the fact that you can bring your Xbox Series S over to a buddy's house, get onto their internet, whether they have a PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, or honestly, a gaming PC, you can hop into a lobby, play Apex, Fortnite, Warzone, or something a little more your speed like Halo. Heck, you can even play some single player games over there if you want. That is pretty phenomenal. because it now takes an Xbox, which we're used to seeing plugged into a TV or a monitor, and says, take it with you. Take it with you on a business trip. Take it with you to your in-laws when you're on a family vacation and you just need some time alone. Take it with you, I don't know, to a coffee shop. That one might be a little weird. This solution, I would say, or this option, or whatever you want to call it, really is pretty rad. I did not pay for this. I also didn't get it for free from Upspec. I actually got it from a buddy who had more than one. Shout out to RGB Space Cowboy. This monitor though, if I did not have it already, I would absolutely pay for it. I'm not recommending you pay for it. I'm just saying that I would spend my dollars on it. It works really well. I've had it for over a year. It's still kicking. The hinge is still there. Can't say that for a lot of Apple products. And honestly, it just looks good. I play my Series S primarily in this form factor now, seeing as how most of the gaming I do with newer games I play on my PlayStation 5, my Game Pass machine is right here, and the games that I'm playing off of Game Pass, perfectly appropriate on this. I mean, playing Shredder's Revenge is great. Heck, Lego Star Wars, had to purchase that. But Halo even, it's awesome. And so I would say if you're looking for a portable solution, don't discredit the xScreen. Now, there are other options out there. There are just mini displays that you can get, little flat panels that are meant to extend your laptop space. They say you can directly plug your Nintendo Switch into it, but let me just be the first to say, please don't ever directly plug anything into a gaming console. Again, this is coming from experience. I've fried mine. Now, some limitations that this will create is access to ports, if we want to talk about that for a second. You do not have the ability to use both of your external USB ports anymore. In fact, the only thing you have access to once this thing is plugged into your machine is going to be your memory card slot, if you use that, and the port for power, whatever that's called. Everything else is covered up. It utilizes one USB port and the only HDMI port that you have there, and also will block you from using the network port or LAN port, or whatever you want to call that. What you still have access to is your front-facing USB port, and why they did that, I don't know, but that is what it is. So if you're looking to plug directly into your buddy's network at their house, that's not gonna happen. So you're gonna have to rely on wireless network there, but you know, it is what it is. That being said, I would say that as far as form factor is concerned and everything else, this thing beats out all the competition, even though there are others out there that attempt to do the same thing, just they're a little clunkier. They do have a case for this. I don't own it because, again, I didn't purchase this from them, and I didn't see the necessity of spending $50 to purchase their case, though I think it's pretty cool. Aside from that, they also create feed stands so that you can actually use it like this, which I guess is kind of cool, but again, I don't really mind using it this way. I'd say if there's any direct competitor to this, it's gonna be something like the Steam Deck, but I mean, this beats it in some ways with its 11.7, with its 11-inch display and Steam Deck 7-inch. This is an interesting thing. I like it a lot. If you're into that kind of thing, check them out. It might be worth your money. If not, it's totally fine. If you wanna learn more about Series S stuff, this playlist is a lot of videos about the Series S. If you have any other questions, comment below and I'll do my best to answer them or make a video on it because content. All right, other than that, happy gaming.